What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success, and I've made almost 50 videos now on this channel, and I can't believe I haven't made a video on this topic yet. But in this video here, I'm going to talk to you about the best blank t-shirts to use for your startup clothing brand. And not only that, but I'm going to offer you even more value because I'm going to help you find local suppliers in your area that will help you make unique t-shirts with customization. This video is going to be sick. Stay tuned. I want to start out this video by letting you know that I am not being paid to give any answers here, okay? This is my own honest to God advice based on my own experiences and working with clothing brands and using blank t-shirts myself. And I also want to point out that choosing a blank t-shirt to go with is a lot like choosing a screen printing company to go with, okay? It largely depends on where you're located and what's local to you, okay? So a lot of my answers here are going to be based on what I deal with, what's local to me, and I'm also gonna, at the end, help you figure out exactly what's local to you and how to find some more customization options. That being said, let's jump in here, buds, all right? We're gonna run down this in like a top 5 type thing. And number 5, the company that we're working with right now for our t-shirts, tanks, and hoodies is called HS Apparel, okay? And they're located in Canada, specifically in Quebec. And the reason why we went with them is because we had really great t-shirts before, and we even had really nice hoodies, but a lot of the hoodies actually had their own custom labels sewn in, so we couldn't actually make our own custom tags, okay? So we wanted to not only up our quality, but we also wanted to go more custom with all of our clothing, okay? And as you start up as a beginner, you know, you sort of just start with whatever you get, you print on it, you try to sell it, and then as you grow as a company, you want to become more and more custom, more and more unique, more and more yourself, okay? So we went with HS Apparel. Be right back. This is an HS Apparel hoodie right here, and as you can see, they have a nice little spot where you can print your own tags on it, okay? I highly recommend HS Apparel. This is what one of their hoodies looks like. Super nice quality, okay? I've worn the shit out of this. And I highly recommend them if you're in the Canada area. You have to set up an account with them, and you have to, they sort of like filter out who they work with. So you have to like email them and set up an account. But they have really, really nice stuff if you're able to go with them. And once again, I said that my options here are going to be based on what I use for my own clothing company because that's what's local to us and this is what we use. Now our number 4 choice is called AVID Apparel, okay? And this is who we're switching all of our gear to, okay? All of our tees, all of our tanks, all of our hoodies, and all of our hats, okay, are gonna be going through AVID Apparel. Why? Because they're closer to us, they offer even more customization, they're amazing quality, and we've actually been able to sit down and have full-blown meetings with them going over exactly what we want to do for our clothing brand. Now, AVID Apparel is extremely local to us, okay? And they offer us something amazing because they're only, like 20 minutes away from us. We can work with them directly. They can handle all of our stuff. And we're really in the process of growing from an intermediate brand where we're just really, growing and doing things to actually becoming an advanced brand where we go full-blown cut and sew and fully custom and make everything, really, really custom, okay? So we're going with AVID Apparel at number 4. Now you might be wondering, why are they your number 4 if you're switching everything over to them? Well, this video is supposed to be for startup clothing brands, okay? Brands that are just starting up and not necessarily this far down the road, okay? So number 4 and number 5 have been our local suppliers, the ones that we've really gone to as we've grown. But number 3, 2, and 1 are going to be those clothing brands that you can go with for your blank t-shirts if you're just starting out that will give you really, really high quality and give you a really, really good foundation as a clothing brand as you grow into more custom clothing. Number 3 on my list is Bella Canvas, okay? And if you're using Bella Canvas, I highly recommend ordering samples first, getting them to your house, looking at them and everything before you order, say like 50 or 100 to print all of your designs on, okay? Don't just look at them online, order them, check out the samples, okay? And this is because when we've done it, we found a bunch of their stuff that we really liked, and we found a lot of their stuff that we didn't like, okay? And we actually use them for our ladies' tank tops, okay? Because they're nice and soft and they have a tri-blend feel to them, and they're really, really high quality in that regard. So I don't think you can really go wrong with Bella Canvas. I'd just be really careful about which items you decide to go with from Bella Canvas. Number 2 is ANVIL. How sick does ANVIL sound? ANVIL sounds like a sick little brand, and they are a good little brand, okay? They make a lot of really high quality Blank t-shirts, and we actually used their hoodies for a while. But like I said at the beginning of the video, a lot of their hoodies have their own labels like stitched directly in. It's really hard to remove those, and I don't even know if you necessarily want to remove those because then it's all like complicated and it takes more time. But they have really nice quality stuff, okay? So if you're not really worried about the labels for the hoodies, and if you really want some high quality t-shirts, I highly recommend going with ANVIL for your blank t-shirts. Now, number one on my list, buds, if you're just starting up as a clothing brand who wants a really, really high quality tee that's inexpensive, is ALSTYLE, okay? We used ALSTYLE when we first started up for all of our t-shirts and all of our tank tops, and they were absolutely incredible, okay? We never got any bad reviews on the quality of our tees, and they were super inexpensive for us, and they were just a really, really good option for us to start out with so that we, you know, could grow forward and not spend a lot of money, where we still had some options, making lightweight, heavyweight, you know, a bunch of different colors. It's just a really good option if you're first starting out, okay? So I highly recommend ALSTYLE. So those are my top 5 picks for blank clothing to use for your clothing brand. And like I said, a lot of that has to do with where I'm located and what's close to me and what's an option for me in Canada. If you're in Australia, you might have different suppliers that are local to you that are even better than what we have to offer here, okay? So what I also highly recommend doing, whether you're just starting up or whether you're deep into this, is doing some research on Google, okay? And I highly recommend using the keywords wholesale blank t-shirts Canada, or wholesale clothing Australia, or wherever you're located. Find these local brands, okay? Because a lot of these local brands are actually really, really sweet and offer really high quality stuff. And if you set up a meeting with them, you find out their prices, they might be able to actually get you into more customization, and you can work with them and build a brand that is completely unique off of something that's local to you, okay? So I highly recommend doing that. Otherwise, use some of those options that I offered you in this video. I think that you can't go wrong. Now, I realize that this video is about blank t-shirts and has absolutely nothing to do with marketing, but I've created an online course called Instagram Marketing for Clothing Brands that's coming out on March 13th, and there's a link in the description below. If you're interested, follow that link. Check out a video. I got a little wait list going, and I actually have a special offer that's going to be going on for the first 10 days. If you're interested, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow the link. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there to support each other and answer each other's questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.